So I just got done watching this body cam video incident in Memphis. And folks, I don't know what to say here. I didn't come here with any notes. I'm just going to tell you what I think. But there is no excuse for any officer, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, I don't care who it is, to be beating a guy on the ground and punching him in the face. Absolutely no excuse for that. But in the same token, and I'll get a lot of flack for saying this, Tyre Nichols should have just done what he was told. Should have gotten on the ground and let him put the cuffs on him. Well, he didn't do that. And you can see that in the video. Then he has a struggle with the cops, gets up, tries to run away. But there was no reason for these cops to beat this guy up like this. What's going on with the Memphis Police Department? Because with 5 cops around one guy who's on the ground, somebody should have gotten out the cuffs and handcuffed the guy. But before this all went down, Tyre, he was driving recklessly. In fact, at one point, according to one of the officers on the video, said that I guess he met up with him at a traffic light or something, red light, and at one point, Tyre tried to, for lack of a better term, ram his vehicle, the police vehicle, with his car. So that's when things really heated up. But this is brutal to watch. But I have to say, shame on all those of you in the media who want to turn this into a race issue. This is not a race issue. You had 5 officers, a suspect on the ground. All the officers were black. The suspect was black. And now Antifa is out there circulating posters that they want a night of violence tomorrow, Saturday night. Burn it all down. You see any of these Antifa thugs, you send them packing. No, we're not going to have that in this country. You can be angry, you can be mad all you want at what happened here. But don't take it out on whatever city you're living in, whether it's Atlanta, Seattle, Portland, I don't care where it is. Don't take it out on the city. The best thing you can do is take this to your city council, vote on this, make changes in your community with your police departments. But it doesn't help when you have a suspect who decides to run away. That just changes the whole dynamic in a situation like that, which is volatile to begin with. So I'm not defending the cops here. I think both parties are in the wrong. And I think there was a lot of hype to this video. In comparison to what happened with Rodney King, this video, for the most part, seems pretty tame compared to Rodney King, if you're going to compare the 2 videos. So I think there was a lot of hype around this, and there shouldn't have been. You should have just said, we're going to release this video. Here are the things that are going to be on the video. Not using the descriptions that you did, whatever they were. They beat him up like a piñata, make it sound like it was Rodney King. But folks, we can't be going on like this. We can't live in a police state. You know, we can't be having this friction between citizen and cop. And there's a lot of great cops out there, a lot of great firefighters. My dad was a firefighter for 30 years. This is simply an issue of cops who got out of hand, and the system is working because they're going to be charged, or they've already been charged. They're going to go to trial, and it's going to be left up to a jury, which is the way it's supposed to be. We don't know at this point what the verdict's going to be. We have no idea. But they're going to have a really hard time trying to get out of this one. I'll tell you that much. So yeah, this is somewhat of a brutal video. And again, no excuse for what these cops did. But Tyre Nichols should have not been resisting arrest, which is what he was doing, and then fleeing the scene. So we're not going to get anywhere if we don't install values in people. Hey, if a cop pulls you over, you do what the cop says, period. If that cop gets out of hand, then you take it to court and you sue the police department. Now, we don't know what the toxicology test says. We don't know what type of drugs may or may have not been in Tyre Nichols' system, because that's always a factor in cases like this. I mean, but still, it's no excuse for these cops to do what they did. I mean, it's just the bottom line. What more can I say about this? Again, I'm shocked by this video. I'm scratching my head here. This should have never gotten to this level in this incident. It should have never gotten to that level. You had the guy on the ground. You should have handcuffed him immediately when he was on the ground. Now, maybe their adrenaline got the best of him. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a police officer, so I don't know, what you were thinking at the time, how I'd react in that situation. I mean, you have to place yourself in that person's shoes. But with that many officers around there, they should have been able to subdue this guy. Now, they're saying that he, at one point, tried to go for his gun. You can't really tell from the video because it's dark outside when this video was taken. But I guess they had some type of street cam that took an aerial view of what was going on. But I really think there was a lot more hype that was put into this than should have been. And that's not a good combination. When you hype up a video like this, you know that it's a touchy subject or something went down in this incident, that these cops went beyond what they were supposed to do. And now you've got Antifa out there. But I don't want any violence this weekend. And again, you see any of these Antifa types trying to come into your neighborhood and try to burn things down, you send those bastards packing. And don't back down from it. Send them out of town with their tail between their legs. So, I usually say, I hope you enjoyed the video, but this is one of the situations where you just have to talk about it, say what you feel. And we can do better. I've always said that on this channel. We can do better as a society. We can create great art and great music. We can have great relations with police, firefighters, with our lawmakers. Do you want it? That's the question. Do you want this to be a better society? And you wonder, is it the music the kids are listening to today? Is it what they're reading, what they're watching on TV? I don't know. But we can do better. But if you instill the right values in people, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to end up in a situation like this where they're driving recklessly. Then they get pulled over from the cops. And then, they don't do what the cops ask them to do. And then it just turns into a really bad situation for all parties involved. Thoughts and prayers to the Nichols family. Should have never been beaten up like that. This cop should immediately, when he was on the ground, arrested him. Put cuffs on the guy. It just seems like it's a situation that it just got out of hand. Maybe their emotions got the best of them. They're already riling because this guy tried to ram one of their police cars. So, what else can I say here? So, this is the Cultural Confederacy saying peace out. Got to get ready for the overnight shift tonight. So, I'll catch you next time. You know how we do it here. This is where the past crashes with the present. You can also follow me at Instagram, #JasonComposes, or find me at Twitter, Cultural Confederacy Twitter. Hopefully I made some sense tonight. As I was saying, just trying to give my thoughts here. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Stay safe out there, and please, no violence. We can do better. We can do better.